how many genders are there?
172. It's hard to know, really. It's changing all the time.
So, your species is evolving that rapidly. Remarkable. Perhaps while you are sitting here, you will grow additional limbs or develop the ability to breathe underwater.
No, that's not what we meant.
It's too bad. So, what are these genders, and how do they function?
Function? I don't understand.
Why, yes. On my planet, the female gender is the giver of life, raising and nurturing our young, preserving our civilization for eons to come, while the males mostly just mow our space lawns and make multiple trips to Space Home Depot.
What you're talking about is sex. Gender is something different.
Exactly. People can identify with genders different than their natal sex, or with none at all.
But why?
It's just the way we feel.
No! It's the way we're born.
Well, of course, a lot of times they don't realize how they were born until someone tells them. Someone like a teacher, social media influencer.
Oh, I understand. On this planet, there are people who are men, and people who are women, and people who are mentally ill.
If aliens come here, they're going to be so freaking confused. And imagine a little green, big-eyed alien coming down and seeing this, or this, or this, or this, and then probably deciding to be-borp the hell out of here. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name's Luke Radowski here of WeAreChange.org, and there's a lot of absolutely wild and crazy news to get into today, as of course it seems like Groundhog's Day, but yet we have another indictment of the President of the United States. This is big news. This is major news, as of course it signals some very troubling signs for not just the President of the United States, but also for this republic. We're going to be telling you exactly what happened, the larger implications here, the bigger deal here, what probably will be happening in the future, all here on this independent media broadcast. If you like the shirt that I'm getting, you could get it on BidenFetterman.com, actual website. It might actually work with the way things are going, and the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast looks like it's being reshared, but originally made by Mentor House Zero, and their creation of what an alien would be going through if they would visit Earth right now is absolutely brilliant. We, of course, will be linking their channel down in the description below, as it looks like they have a lot of really incredible, funny comments on modern day society that definitely hit the nail on the head. I'm going to follow them on Instagram. If you find their YouTube channel, it will also be linked down in the description below. As truly, we are living in an ever so very confusing society that is very hard for the people living here to understand. Now imagine being a visitor, perfectly representing the lunacy of our modern day society, as of course there's money for wars, but no money to help feed the poor, as Tupac Shakur previously said. This as the United States is committing themselves towards sending more aid, weapons, and the latest and greatest military technology to Ukraine, while wildfire raged and destroyed one of the most beautiful places in this country, as the death toll now approaches over 100 people in Hawaii, as absolutely crazy videos show citizens trying to escape the madness, with rescue workers not being able to get to them, as they're literally on the shorelines trying to escape the wildfire that has engulfed a lot of the poorer areas of that island, while sparing the luxury properties of eugenicists like Oprah Winfrey. This as the Biden administration has been slammed for not offering any kind of significant comment on this entire matter, while also trying to send more weapons to Ukraine. This as we're also finding about more DOJ misconduct done by this administration that, of course, tipped off the son of the President of the United States that he was being investigated about the clear illegal actions that he committed and so far was able to get away with. It looks like he's going to be getting away with a lot more of it. There was a disruption to one of his plea deals, which a significant portion of the entire court proceedings might be falling apart due to another court ruling specifically surrounding the Second Amendment. And as Hunter Biden uses all the money that he got from foreign governments and private entities connected to, of course, major decisions and deals that were being made when his father was at the White House, I think it's fair to say that the health of this republic, especially with the latest indictments of the former President of the United States, is not healthy at all. but that doesn't mean you can't be healthy, especially if now. And you go to essentiallyfatty.com and you pick up your own line of WeAreChange omega-3 essential fatty fish oils that are absolutely really good for your health. According to many mainline professionals and studies, you of course got to do your own homework, do your own research before taking any kind of vitamin or supplement. Make sure to talk to your medical professionals to find out if omega-3 fatty acids are good for you, as of course they are connected to healthy heart health, brain function, eye health, anti-inflammatory factors, and has even shown to elevate moods in some people. And this is our own product, our own line of products. And the reason I started to get into this is because I had my own health journey. I get my blood work done routinely. I talk to a lot of medical professionals inside of the United States and outside of the United States to make sure I get the right perspective and opinions and approaches towards helping me during my own personal health journey that, of course, is not just dominated by, of course, mainline establishment thinking, which could be routinely bought off. I had 2 medical professionals that were looking at my blood work and they said, hey, you should probably be taking some fish oils and not just be eating steak every single day. And I have, and I feel really good. And I personally think it has helped me a lot. I think it could help you, and that's why we decided to launch essentiallyfatty.com, a part of the WeAreChange.shop, where now you could get your hands on EPA, DHA, fish oil, omega-3 fatty acids that I personally like, that I personally use, and at the same time support independent media content creation. We're going to be at the next presidential Republican debates. Your support through our shop helps us finance those independent media operations. So check out WeAreChange Shop or Essentially Fatty. As of course, we also have ashwagandha. This was the first product we have. Now we have the fish oils. And these are all products that I personally take, that I personally use, that I personally like. And I think you will as well. So check them out down in the description below. As we move to the major bombshell story that, of course, we all have been waiting for many weeks now, knew was coming. And that, of course, is the 4th indictment of the former president of the United States, this time in Georgia. As, of course, there was a leaked document released hours before the official announcement that was posted online by the Fulton County, Georgia's district attorney's office and then quickly taken down, showing that Trump and his legal associates were being charged with a lot of very serious charges, particularly one of a RICO charge of operating a, quote, criminal enterprise trying to allegedly overthrow the 2020 election in Georgia, with 18 other co-defendants that are facing 13 charges that could land them 71 years in jail. Now, I know you might be thinking to yourself, it's just yet another indictment, more legal charges. Trump's just going to pardon himself. This is all just ridiculous. And that's actually not the case here. As of course, the district attorney, Fannie Willis here, who pressed all the charges against Donald Trump and his associates, charged him in such a way that the former president of the United States cannot pardon himself or be pardoned, since these are state RICO charges that even the governor of Georgia cannot pardon Donald Trump for. He cannot fire the district attorney. And even if reelected as president of the United States in 2024, will still have to face legal repercussions for these cases if he is found guilty. Now, the larger question is, will a jury find him guilty? Will there be some kind of plea agreement? Will there be some kind of deal? As of course, this 4th indictment is a lot different than all the other indictments against the former president of the United States, which he previously could be pardoned from. These particular charges are set up in a way where he can't, and according to other legal experts like Will Chamberlain, this is literally a district attorney, quote, indicting a bunch of lawyers for, quote, doing legal work, adding the comment, real banana republic stuff here, and I would have to agree with him. As of course, there are other Democratic politicians like Stacey Abrams that have also committed very similar alleged thought crimes, like the former president of the United States denying her election results, not conceding, and telling everyone that there was a rigged election against her, And she, of course, being a Democrat, was never punished to the fullest extent of the law, like the former president of the United States is now, who's alleging that this is a witch hunt. And there are a lot of political scholars that absolutely agree with him on that sentiment here, as, of course, he is facing some significant time, especially with these RICO charges, especially with forgery charges, alleging him to be head of a criminal organization. That right there is absolutely crazy. The other individuals that are also indicted here are probably indicted in order to put pressure on the Donald Trump camp that, of course, now will have to fear people snitching and making plea deals with the district attorney in order just to avoid charges here. This, as Donald Trump is also being accused of blatant witness tampering. And as this legal court proceeding goes on, we will see what the result of all of this will be, as, of course, the jury here is going to be deciding whether or not the president of the United States is guilty or not, and whether he will be in jail, and whether specifically Donald Trump is guilty or not. But it's fair to say that these charges against the former president of the United States is absolutely unprecedented, as we are going to have the first mugshot ever, which probably will be the most prominent, most popular mugshot in all of recorded human history, as the president of the United States is expected to turn himself in on August 25th to the authorities in Georgia, where the local authorities there are saying that he might have to pose for a mugshot, as these charges here are becoming the talk of the election, and at the same time are propelling Donald Trump to be more popular than ever, as, of course, what the left-wing establishment is doing in the current political party is clearly being done in order to try to stop him from becoming the next president of the United States, as even CNN openly brags about this on their, quote, alleged nightly news broadcast.
This feels different. You know what? Donald Trump did his most damage in Georgia. He sucked the soul out of the Republican Party here. He's sucked the morality out of the Republican Party, the fiscal responsibility out of the Republican Party. He sucked our winning percentage out of the Republican Party. He's taken everything from us, and it is our turn to take it back, right? It's our turn to win elections based on the policies that we think we're better on. This is the prime spot for us to take Joe Biden to the woodshed and call him out for not running the border right, not protecting our communities, not putting our best foot forward internationally. These are our moments in time. But if we make this about the three-ring circus of Donald Trump, we will lose, and lose again.
And as this latest news captivates the presidential election, I think it's fair to say that it only codifies Donald Trump's position in the party, which, of course, is not going to be shaken away with even more indictments, as, of course, the president of the United States is promising to release, quote, irrefutable evidence showing here that he is not guilty of the charges that are being pressed up against him. And it's pretty clear here that we have a weaponization of government where now any politician running for political office might have to face significant jail time in order to do so. This is banana republic-like stuff. This is stuff that, of course, I've been talking about and warning about, essentially representing a larger pendulum that is swinging back and forth more violently with every escalation, which doesn't seem to be stopping at any time soon. And with that goes away any hope, any semblance of a normal election, which I don't think we're going to be having in 2024. As, of course, many months ago, I've been telling people there probably won't be an election. I've said this, I think, a very long time ago. The writing is all on the wall. It's very chaotic. It's very disorganized. We're living in a very crazy situation that absolutely is going to be getting a lot crazier from here. Again, we have the weaponization of the justice system, the political system, the election system. The establishment and the Democrats seem to be pulling out all the stops in order to try Donald Trump, while at the same time making him more popular than ever. Where will this crossroad end? As, of course, the popularity and the support of Donald Trump is increasing with all this news, as there's more and more efforts trying to stop him. How will this work? How will this figure itself out? Well, it probably won't. The pendulum probably is going to get a lot more violent, and with that will be a lot more crazier ramifications that are not good for you or anyone else living here in the United States. That's my opinion. What do you think will happen? Let me know down in the description below, but surely these are not good times ahead of us. I got one more video specifically talking about that and the wildfires in Maui on lukeunfiltered.com. That video available for members right now. I will see you there right after this broadcast. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, and that's why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on WeAreChange.org.